Good morning, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. So today we are going to have a marathon revision session for DI for both the examinations, CUET as well as MHCET. The level of DI in both these examinations is going to be similar. Okay, so the kind of graphs and charts that you get in CUET will be at par with CET. So you can expect similar levels of data interpretation. So if you are appearing for both exams or appearing for either of the examinations, this session is going to be helpful for you. Okay, so like in CUET, you can expect two sets of DI. MHCT में like it depends, like 2 to 3 sets in MHCT also. And if we talk about the kinds, you get tables, you get bar graph, line graph, pie chart, etc. So these are the ones that you will be getting in the exam. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to this class. Please do like this session. And now we'll begin this session. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In case you are preparing for CUET and are looking for mock tests, MBA Karo has launched mock test for CUET. Okay, and it has like we are offering 5 mock tests for CUET PG. In that pattern that we have like 75 question pattern. Okay, and these are available for just 200. There was some billing issue due to which you will see this thing like when you go to the page, the link is given in the description of this video. I'll share that link with you here as well. Okay, so when you go to this link, it will show the price like this. Do not click on it. When you go down, it will show one time payment plan. Okay, and like other pricing plans दिखाएगा वहां पे 200 rupees का है. So go there and buy it, right? So do not make a payment of 500 due to some issues, right? We could not bill it. Like there was some there is some billing issue in it, and you need to click here to get it. Okay, so it has 5 tests. One is a trial test, which is a free test. You can take the, at least if you're not buying, you can at least take the free test and evaluate with respect to other tests, other mock tests that you've been taking. Okay, so do let us know that how did you find that particular test. All right, so let's start with the first set. So it is uh, table. It shows the number of various plastic items produced in millions over the years by XYZ Limited. So one mock is free. You can take that free mock, and there are, like, if you go with that paid subscription, you'll have 5 mocks in it. Okay, so this is an easy one. It says that which of the following years the percent rise in the number of items produced from previous year for item E is the maximum. Okay, so when you tell the percent rise is maximum in which year? So 2017, it is like if you look at the numbers, there is a rise of 10, 11, 9, okay, 13 and 7. The increase is 10 in 2017. There's an increase of 10. It is 11. It is 9. It is 13 and it is 7 out of the previous value, that is 175. 185, okay, 196, 205, and this is upon 218. Okay, so the percent rise depends on the previous value. Okay, so the thing is, like if you look at the highest number, it is 13. Okay, should we mark 13 directly without calculating the actual percentage? क्या हमें percentage निकालनी चाहिए या फिर सीधे हम ऐसे mark कर सकते हैं? See, in if it was, let us say, 10 upon 175 and 13 upon 250, या ऐसे कुछ number होता, right? In that case, you would have to still think that whether this is big or this is big, right? You will have to find the percentage here. But if you look at the base, the difference is not much. Okay, it is 205, it is 175. Okay, no, there is not a very high difference. So even if you take like 20% more hoga, like 30 more, it is roughly 20%, but it is more than 20%. So you can comfortably say that in 2020 it was the highest. Okay, by just approximating, you can tell that this is the highest. You do not need to divide and calculate the highest percentage. Okay, what is the percentage rise or fall in total number of all types of items produced from 2018 to 2019, rounded off to two digits after decimal? So we need to find the percentage rise or fall in the total number of items, right? So we'll have to add all these for 2018 and 2019 and find the percentage rise or fall. I'll tell you some smart moves in this particular question, okay, which will save you some time. Okay, percentage rise या fall निकालना है, right? That is percentage change. What is percentage change? That is change upon initial value. ओके, सो बेसिकली आप क्या करोगे, आप ये टोटल निकाल लोगे और ये टोटल निकाल लोगे, दीज टू टोटल्स यू आर कैलकुलेटिंग, राइट? what is important to find the percentage change? We need initial total. Initial, that means 2018 का total चाहिए. So it means this total is a must. We have to calculate it. But this total is not necessary. Okay? So if you calculate both the totals, it will take time. Okay? It's all about time, how fast you calculate. Right? And that's what matters. देखो किसी को भी परसेंटेज पता है, कर सब कुछ लेंगे, ठीक है? ये लोग कहते हैं कि मुझसे क्वेश्चंस तो हो जाते हैं बट पेपर में नहीं हो पाते, मॉक्स में नहीं हो पाते, बिकॉज you do not apply the right techniques, isn't it? Now initial हमें total चाहिए, so let's calculate the total and I'll tell you how to calculate totals also in efficient way. So जो zero में end होते हैं उनको अलग ले लो. 2 and 8, they end in 0, right? So this becomes 190, 190 and 180, 270. अब बाकियों को कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं. ओके, दिस वी विल हैव टू कैलकुलेट. So this will be 368. 368 plus 86 is 454. 724. Okay, so 724 is the total. Now you might have been calculating this total also. और फिर आप परसेंटेज चेंज निकाल लोगे. अ स्मार्ट वे टू सॉल्व दिस थिंग इज, डू नॉट कैलकुलेट दिस टोटल. ये टोटल मत निकालो. वी नीड टू फाइंड द चेंज, राइट? सो लेट अस फाइंड द चेंज. सो इस ईयर में कितना चेंज आया? 12 का चेंज आ गया. दिस इज 8. ओके, दिस इज -9. This is 8, this is 9, and this is 4. Right? So minus 9, 9 cancel. 20, 20 plus 12, 32. ठीक है, देखो ये कैलकुलेशन बच गई. ये नंबर्स ऐड करते इट वुड टेक यू सम मोर टाइम टू कैलकुलेट दिस, इजंट इट? ये करने में ज्यादा टाइम लगता. इसको टोटल करते तो यू वुड हैव गॉट 756, बट इट वुड हैव टेकन मोर टाइम. बट डूइंग दिस कैलकुलेशन वुड टेक मच लेसर टाइम. ठीक है, तो एक स्टेप आपने यहाँ बचाया. अब हमें करना है 32/724. नाउ वी टेंड टू ignore this question because the options are very close. Okay, now how to find the exact percentage? आप इसे into 100 करके निकालते हो, right? I'll tell you a different way to do it. This is 32/724. So basically we have to find 3200 by 724. Okay, do not reduce by any term. We do not know the table of 724. ठीक है, 724 की टेबल नहीं आती, 7 की टेबल आती है. We know the table of 7, isn't it? So we know the table of 7. So we can divide by 7. Now इससे हमने क्या subtract किया? 24 subtract किया. Okay. 24 is how much percentage of this number? 724. 24 upon 724 कितना percent होगा? Tell the decimal number. No need to get it go into, like tell the integer, not into decimals. Roughly 3%, approximately 3%. Isn't it? 3 से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, but we will take 3%. ओके, बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेट नहीं करना, अप्रोक्सीमेट निकालना है. सिमिलरली सब्ट्रैक्ट 3% फ्रॉम दिस ऑल्सो. 32 का 3% कितना होता है? 96. 96 होता है. एंड दिस इज लाइक 96, ये 3% से थोड़ा ज्यादा था, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 100 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लो. सो योर नंबर शुड बी 3100/7. ओके, 31/7 करो. 7 4 28. ओके, देन यू विल गेट 3. So 7 4 28 2 or 3 4.43. Your answer should be 4.42. ठीक है, कैलकुलेटर से निकाल के देख लो. 32/724, 4.419 आ रहा है. ओके, एक्चुअल इज कमिंग एज 4.419 आ रहा. And what we got an approximate answer 4.43, which is very close to the actual number. Okay, so this is a case wherein people generally avoid calculations because I mean this is a calculation intensive one. Okay, so if time is less, definitely avoid this question, but if time is more, you can apply these techniques to get accurate answer to the question. Okay, so 4.42% will be the answer. Okay, now this is an easy one. What is the ratio between the total number of A, B, and C type items produced in 2017 and the total number of D, E, and F items produced in 2016 respectively? So whenever you attempt a DI set, okay, the thing is you should not be seeing कि सारे question करने. You should see कि which questions to pick. Maybe out of 4 or 5 questions, you do just 2 questions, but those 2 questions take less time. Yeah. So find this ratio. This ratio thing is easy to calculate. You should be able to get it. See, we need to find ABC in 2017 and DEF in 2016. This ratio, this, right? So this is 150, 255. ठीक है, एक चीज ये भी याद रखना, लाइक इन दिस केस नन ऑफ दिस इज एन ऑप्शन, राइट? कई बार नन ऑफ दिस ऑप्शन नहीं होगा इन दैट सिनेरियो. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट 255 है, राइट? इवन वंस इन कैट, लाइक वेरी रिसेंटली, लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर 2022 में कैट का पेपर था, देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन ऑन बार ग्राफ्स. ओके, समटाइम्स दे डू आस्क क्वेश्चंस ऑन ग्राफ्स आल्सो. Now, when you see 255, okay, 255, always remember that a ratio, if you are finding a ratio, this number should divide this number. ठीक है, 5 का मल्टीपल दिख रहा है, 5 से डिवाइड करो 51. सो 51 वाला ऑप्शन आपका आंसर हो जाएगा. ठीक है, मेनी पीपल डू नॉट रियलाइज इट, दे कैलकुलेट बोथ द टोटल्स. बस एक टोटल निकालो, आंसर आ गया. अगर किसी ने स्मार्टली ऑप्शन बनाए होंगे, दे माइट हैव पुट सच अ केस दैट यू फाइंड बोथ द टोटल्स. इसको आप टोटल करोगे, यू विल गेट 320, 415. 5 से डिवाइड करोगे 83. सो इन मेनी केसेस ओनली वन टोटल विल हेल्प यू गेट द आंसर. ओके, सो नो दिस फैक्ट. कई लोगों को पता नहीं होता, वो कैलकुलेट कर रहे होते हैं. बट इफ यू नो दैट ओनली वन कैन गिव यू द आंसर, then definitely use that. What was the average number of item we produced in millions over the given years? So average निकालना है. Okay, so there is a technique to find average. You were taught that like you need to add the total. Don't add the total. Okay, just assume some value. So take some assumed average plus minus deviation upon the number of values. ये होता है एवरेज का तरीका. नॉट टू ऐड ऑल दीज. ओके, बिकॉज इफ देर आर स्मॉल नंबर्स यू कैन इजिली ऐड, बट अगर बड़े नंबर है, अवॉइड दैट. नाउ दीज आर नंबर्स नियर 80 and 90, like 70, 80, 90. So let us assume the average to be 85. One of the options is also 85. So let us assume to be 85. This is minus 7. This is minus 9, minus 3, plus 5. 85 से 11 ज़्यादा है and 85 से 3 ज़्यादा है. Okay, so 3 3 gets cancelled. This is 16 and 16. And so the average is 85. Okay, so you can do it very fast without calculating the actual average. Right, I did not add these numbers, I added these small numbers. And this becomes even more effective when you have larger numbers. 3 digit के numbers होंगे तो और effective होगा. या तो 2 digit थे, 3 digit में और effectively calculate हो सकता है. The number of D-type items produced in 2020 is what percentage of the total number of all types of items produced in that year? Rounded off to two digits after decimal. What if there would have been some amount left after cancelling? Okay, so I'll give you an example if some number is left. So let us say I have to find the average of this year. ठीक है, E का निकालना है मुझे average. So I'll assume the average to be 200. In the meanwhile, you do this calculation. I'll teach that how to find the average in this case. Suppose ये निकालना है. I assume the average to be 200 because I link some values more than 200, less than 200. एक rough guess लिए. Okay. So this is minus 25. This is minus 15. Minus 4. This is 5. This is 18 and 25. 25 25 get cancelled. Okay, 8 5 18 5 is 23. This is 19, right? 23 minus 19 is 4. So we get plus 4 and there are 6 values. So 200.67. If it is negative, then you subtract. If it is positive, you take that positive deviation. So 4 is the net deviation upon 6. There are 6 numbers. So 200.67 is the average. Okay, so this one D type items is total of 2020. So type D in 2020 is 156 and we need to total these numbers. ठीक है, total करने का तरीका देखते हैं. So add the ones that end in 0 separately. 0 को separate लो, right? You need to club numbers to add them. ठीक है, that makes addition simple. इन दोनों को एक साथ लो, 180 बन जाएगा. That's how the brain should process the additions. So 180 इन दोनों को साथ में ऐड करो. Now we do not see anything ending at 0. ठीक है, then in that case you can take anything. So 180 and 120 300 हो गया. ठीक है, 300 हो गया and then this is 95 and 156. 256 minus 5 251. So 551 हो गया and 218 769. ठीक है, 156 by 769. Now we need to find it in percentage. Okay. Now the thing is, if you calculate this percentage, I do not know the table of 769. Okay. If the calculator is not given, you will end up taking a lot of time when you divide by 769. Again, वो जो मैंने अभी बताया था percentage difference करके, I can divide by 8. You know the table of 8, right? Everyone knows. ठीक है, इतना तो आना चाहिए. अगर 20 तक टेबल नहीं आती, that's a problem. So 8 की टेबल आती है. Now we will increase this to 800. ठीक है, denominator 800 बनाने के लिए we need to increase by 31. Okay, increase of 31 is roughly 4%. इसमें 4% इसमें भी ऐड कर दो. जितना परसेंटेज इसमें कम या ज्यादा हो रहा है, सेम परसेंटेज ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट देयर. नाउ 4% is roughly 6. Okay, so you can say 6 like roughly 6. 150 into 4 is 600, right? So 6, so make it 162. 162 by 8, if you do 820 is 160.25. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा उससे ज्यादा होगा. 20.25 से थोड़ा ज्यादा होगा because it is more than slightly more than 6. We were doing rough calculations. Okay, so the closest option is 20.29. That is our answer. Okay, all rough calculations. So if your rough calculations are fast, then probably you can solve these questions much faster. So a normal student, when they say then they see 769 in the denominator, they will take at least 1 minute or even more to do just this part. And if you know this thing, probably you can do it in 15 seconds. ठीक है, तो जो 40-45 सेकेंड या 30 सेकेंड्स भी अगर आप पर क्वेश्चन बचा सकते हो with these calculation hacks, that's how you scale your score. क्योंकि सबको पता होता है करना क्या होता है. ठीक है, सारे क्वेश्चन में 90% of the people know what to do. Okay, if you are a serious aspirant, you know what to do, but you do not know how to do. Okay, all right. So this is the next one. In this we are given a bar graph, and this graph shows the total number of products manufactured, the number of cycles, and the number of bikes manufactured in 5 different shops A, B, C, D, E. So 5 like total products, cycles, and bikes manufactured. This is an easy one. You just have to read the graph and get the answers. So in shop F, the total number of bikes available. Now shop F is not given. So we have to take the number based on it and then calculate. So based on this graph and the data given, try to find the answer. Now see this, it says in shop F, the total number of bikes manufactured is 30% more than that of shop C. Okay, so shop C में कितनी bikes हैं? That is, this line is 100. So slightly thick line. This is 100, this is 110. Okay. Shop F में कितना हो गया? 30% more. So that is 143. Right. And then the ratio of the total number of bikes sold to unsold is 6:5. Okay. Find the difference between the number of bikes sold and unsold in shop F. So let us say sold is 6x and unsold is 5x. Right. Total is 11x, which is 143. Right. And the difference is x. So this is 13. अब देखो, इसमें एक और सिंपल तरीका बताता हूँ. लाइक दिस इज अबाउट विजिलेंस. ओके, सी दिस क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट द नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स. राइट, नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स डेसिमल में नहीं होंगे. ठीक है, इट इज लाइक इफ इट इज लाइक लेट अस से कॉस्ट और सम अदर थिंग्स विच कैन बी इन नॉन इंटीजर्स. राइट, कॉस्ट डेसिमल में हो सकती है, एवरेज डेसिमल में हो सकता है. बट इफ आई आस्क यू द नंबर ऑफ बाइक सोल्ड, ठीक है, नंबर ऑफ बाइक्स ऐसी तो नहीं है 12.5 और समथिंग. राइट, एनीथिंग, इट हैज टू बी इंटीजर ओनली. Now it says that manufactured is 30% more. 30% more means into 1.3 times. 1.3 times means 13 का कोई मल्टीपल देख लो. ठीक है, ऑप्शन में एक ही 13 का मल्टीपल है, that is 13. Okay. So again, if you have this level of understanding, then you deserve that top spot in the examination. So it is all about vigilance in such questions. So if I were to attempt this question, I see 30% more, I know कि 13 का कोई multiple बनेगा, and I would directly mark this answer without even reading the rest of the part. Okay, so it is very important to be vigilant in these terms as well. सो आई टेल द कैलकुलेशन वे प्लस द टेक्निक्स ऑल्सो. ठीक है, कि किस क्वेश्चन को कैसे बेटर वे में भी किया जा सकता था. बिकॉज मेथड से तो हर क्वेश्चन हो जाता है, बट मेथड हर क्वेश्चन में नहीं लगाना है. दैट्स व्हाट द स्मार्ट पीपल डू. ठीक है, जो टॉप कर रहे हैं, जो हाई स्कोर ला रहे हैं, वो ऐसे ही ला रहे हैं बिकॉज दे आर बीइंग विजिलेंट कि हाँ क्या डेटा दिया है, राइट, कैसे अप्रोक्सीमेट करना है, एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स दैट मेक द डिफरेंस इन द स्कोर्स. Find the difference between the total number of cycles manufactured and the total number of cars manufactured in all the shops together. In this question also I will tell a technique which will save your time. So अभी तक मैंने दो तीन क्वेश्चन एटलीस्ट ऐसे बता दिए होंगे जिसमें कोई ऐसी टेक्निक यूज कर सकते हो रादर देन द बैड वंस. ओके, सो लोग कहते हैं कि सर स्कोर नहीं आता है, कॉन्सेप्ट सारे क्लियर हैं. ये तो मैं उनसे बोलता हूँ टेक्निक ही गलत है तुम्हारी. If you cover the concepts, cover all the chapters, you can score like 90-95 percentile in any exam. अगर पूरा टॉपिक्स. सॉरी कार नहीं होगा, दैट विल बी बाइक्स। कार नहीं दिया, आई थिंक ये बाइक्स होगा। साइकिल्स और बाइक्स ले लो। ओके सो टेक इट बाइक्स, अभी ये मिस्टेक हुआ। JB in 2025. See, JB cracking JB cannot be guaranteed. Okay, yes, you can get a great score, but this is like especially if you are a non-Maharashtra candidate. Maharashtra, तो फिर भी you can crack. If you are non-Maharashtra, then it is very very dicey affair. क्योंकि एक तो पेपर भी स्टैंडर्ड नहीं होता, but still people write it every year. So we need to find the difference between the total number of cycles and bikes manufactured. ठीक है, आपने क्या किया होगा, आपने पहले सारे ईयर्स की साइकिल या बाइक निकाली होगी, isn't it? निकाली होगी। Okay, so don't do that. If you're doing that way, that's a foolish mistake. What you need to do is, we will find, acha, by looking at the graphs, we see that green is more, so bike is more than cycle, that we know। ठीक है, by just looking at the graph I see that bike is more than cycles। ठीक है, इतनी ऑब्जर्वेशन, so we will find bike minus cycle for all of them। ठीक है, ये कितना है, 20 है, so put minus 20 because bike is less here। in this case it is 5, it is 20, in this case it is 1 2 3 4, और या वैल्यू देख लो, दिस इज 140, दिस इज 60 एंड 70। ठीक है, 140 and 70, the difference is 70, and in this case it is 20। okay, 95 आ रहा है, like कुछ, this is 140 and this is 60 है कि 70, this is 50 60 70, ये 70 है, so ये तो 70 आ रहा है, this is 20, this is also 25, and this is 20। 95 कैसे आ रहा है टोटल? 5, this is 10, 20, ये 70 है ना, this is 50, 70 more, 95 आ रहा है टोटल। See D, the graph, this is 50 वाली line, this is 60, this is 70, so for this number it is 70 and this is 150 से just less, 95 होना चाहिए। okay, 95 will be the answer, it is not given in the options, the answer will be 95। so like probably uh, they must have made mistake in some calculation, 95 होगा। okay, option is not correct। so this is how you can find it fast, right? instead of adding all these numbers, add करते तो आपको 10 नंबर ऐड करने होते, ठीक है, 5 ये ऐड करने होते, और फिर 5 ये ऐड करते, then you would find the difference, but instead what we did, we found the difference in A B C D E and added them। okay, of the cycles manufactured in shop, see the ratio of gear cycles to normal cycles manufactured is 4:5, and we are given that the number of boys who use gear cycles is 22 and the number of girls who use cycles is 40. Find the number of boys who use the normal cycles. Okay, so there are two types of cycles. One is gear cycle and normal cycle. So this is a simple one. It says that shop C gear to normal. So gear and normal in this boys and girls, right? So it says that we have total of in C we have cycles is 90. Okay, so 90 cycles हैं. इसमें gear to normal cycle is 4 and 5. So 40, 50. There are who use boys using gear cycle is 22. Okay, number of girls who use cycle is 40. Okay, so this is number of boys who use normal cycle. So 40, 50 boys and normal cycle will be 28. Alright, so next question. Out of the total number of cycles manufactured in shop B, 40% are unsold. The selling price per cycle is rupees 1800. Find the overall revenue generated in shop B. So you have to find the revenue generated in shop B based on the sale of cycles. Okay, so it says 40% are unsold, so 60% are sold. Okay, and shop B, if you look at the number of cycles, okay, so we have 1 2 120 cycles. पर ये गलत आ रहा है लाइक 72 आ रहा है 72 into 18 72 into 1800 उसने बाइक्स का कैलकुलेट कर रखा है गेस लाइक 125 इज बाइक्स because if you take 60% of like anyway we have to go with this 72 into 18 होना चाहिए 324 1296 00 आना चाहिए आंसर okay the answer should be 1296 00 okay so डेटा दिया है इसका इसके बेसिस पे अगर आपका 135 आ रहा है so this is like if you took this number but the number of cycles is 120 this is not 125. So if you take 125, in that case you would have got this as the answer. But the answer will be 129600. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this session. So please do like this stream. Let's now move on to the next set, that is uh, a couple of pie charts. The pie charts show the distribution of candidates who were enrolled and the candidates who passed the examination in different colleges. So 8,550 candidates were enrolled and 5,700 candidates passed the examinations. So the first question is, what percentage of candidates pass the examination from college to T out of the total number of candidates enrolled in the same college? So this question, pie chart is a very easy chart when it comes to the calculation bit. Okay, you do not have to actually do the actual calculation. You do not have to find the number of candidates who passed from college T and the number of candidates who were enrolled in T. ठीक है, आप इसमें like इसका 8% निकालोगे और इसका 9% निकालोगे and then divide. That's a time consuming thing. Okay, so straight away what can be done is, see, we need to find T का pass upon T का enrolled. Okay, so T का pass percentage कितना है, 5700 है, इसका 9%, so you can write 5700 into 9, and T का enrollment is 8550 into 8. So ये हमें निकालना है as a percentage format. Okay, now this is a multiple of 100, this is a multiple of 50. So if you divide by 50 you will get 114, and divide by 50 you will get 171. Okay, 9, this is 19 into 9, 19 into 6 is 114, so 6 by 8 is 75%. We see 75% of the students passed it. Okay, 75 answer आया. We got 75, that is the right answer. Okay, next question, which college has the highest percentage of candidates passed to the candidates enrolled? In chart based questions, avoid drawing tables. Avoid drawing tables in the sense कि कुछ लोग यहाँ पे पूरी टेबल बना देते हैं. They find the number of students in different colleges. They find the number of students passed from different colleges. That is not needed. Okay, so in this particular question, we need to find highest percentage of pass to enroll. ठीक है, हमें pass to enroll निकालना है. Since this is a relative number, okay, so we will just calculate the ratio of pass to enroll, like इस percentage को upon इस percentage रख लेते हैं. Okay, then first thing first is we will check only for these four colleges Q R V T, because highest पूछा है ना, highest इन चारों में से ही होगा. So Q के लिए क्या, P to E हम रेशियो ले लेंगे. So Q के लिए it is 17 by 15. Okay. R it is 13 by 10. V it is V it is 15 by 12, and T it is 9 by 8. So 17 by 15 is 1.13, 1.3, 1.25, 1.125. So this is the highest. So R has the highest percentage of pass candidates with respect to the enrolled students. Okay, so we have to find pass upon enrolled, right? So pass upon enrolled, let us say हमें Q का निकालना होता. So what we would have done is, जैसे हमने previous question में किया था, pass upon enrolled. So basically we would have found out that Q passed upon Q enrolled. तो हम क्या करते? We would have done this, that 17% of 5700 upon 15% of 8550. That's what we would have done. ओके, सो ये चीज तो हर किसी में कॉमन आ रही है. दिस इज कॉमन इन ऑल, राइट, विच एवर कॉलेज यू फाइंड फॉर. सो ये कॉमन है, तो ये सेम है, ये दिस विल नॉट इम्पैक्ट the overall percentage, right? What will impact is the remaining ratio. So whichever has the highest ratio will have the highest pass percentage. So it is in case of R. What is the percentage of candidates passed to the candidates enrolled for colleges Q and R altogether? So we have to do all together. So instead of finding separately, add these percentages. ये add कर लो, ये add कर लो, और फिर pass to enroll निकाल लो. So got this percentage. So what we will do? We will calculate for Q and R together. So Q and R pass. Let us say QR pass upon enrolled. So pass is 30 and enroll is 25 into, this is 5700 and this is 8550, right? If you do the reduction, so 50 से हमने reduce किया था 114 by 171. Now this actually is 2 by 3, 57 से और reduce हो जाएगा, 2 by 3 बचेगा. So 30 into this 2 by 3, so we can reduce it, becomes 10, that is 20 by 25 or 80%. So we can get it directly 80%. Okay, direct calculation. No need to find separately. The number of candidates passed from colleges S and P together, okay, is exceeding the number of candidates enrolled in T and R together by what number? So इसमें आपको calculate करना पड़ेगा. Like you'll have to find the number of candidates enrolled in Q and R and the number of enrolled in T and R and passed in S and P. So candidates passed from S and P. This is passed 34% of 5700 and T and R. T is 8 and this is 10. 18% of 8550. So 85.5. Now tell me like this question again. I'll answer it without doing the calculation. Okay. So learn these techniques. Right? If you know these techniques, great. If you do not know it now, and that will help you calculate things fast, right? अच्छा इसमें से बड़ा कौन सा होगा? दिस विल बी अ लार्जर नंबर लाइक 34 into 57. ठीक है 18 into 50 लगे इसको हाफ कर देंगे 17. ये 114 का हाफ हो जाएगा, डबल हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज लोअर नंबर. ओके सो दिस वी नीड टू सब्ट्रैक्ट. वी नीड टू फाइंड 18 into 85.5. राइट इसको डबल कर लो एंड हाफ कर लो 9 into 171. Okay so we will use the concept of last digit to get the answer. Okay so let's see 4 into 7 the last digit is 8 and this into 1 the last digit is 9. Last digit 9 आ रहा है. There are two options. अब हमें we are left with two options. So we'll have to like again probably have to do this calculation. Okay, again I will try to avoid this calculation. How? Know that 33% is one third. ठीक है सो रफली 1900 होगा और ये रफली होगा 17 9 15 30 रफली 1500 होगा. ठीक है रफली रफली आंसर आना चाहिए 400. सो योर आंसर इज 399. Okay so you apply this uh, these techniques you solve questions much faster than rest of the people. And ये तो हर कोई लिखेगा 34 into 57 and 18 into 85.5. अब कुछ लोग कैलकुलेटर लेके like you cannot use calculator in the exam, isn't it? So people will multiply by 34 into 7 34 into 5 uh, and they take double row to multiply. लोग ऐसे करते हैं 57 into 34 फिर 4 से multiply करते हैं. Yeah, so they will say 228 3 is 171. ऐसे करके ऐड करके टोटल निकालेंगे फिर ये करेंगे. Instead of it, what we did the last digit thing and approximation. So a combination of last digit and approximation can save you a lot of time. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next question. So before it, just this announcement because a lot of people you may not be knowing that we have launched mock test series for CUET PG, COQP 12, which is applicable for tests. अगर आप टेस्ट में HRM बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स या ODCL these exams which mostly the MBA aspirants target. This is accepting COQP 12. So we have launched 5 mock tests for it and the price is just 200 rupees. One of them is a free test also. Yes, so you can take the free test and if you find it useful then you can go ahead and purchase it. So you have 5 days left for the examination. You can easily take these mock tests. और अगर एक दिन में दो भी दोगे तो तीन दिन में आराम से आप निपटा सकते हो. So there is some I think there is some glitch in the site. So एक जगह पे प्राइस 500 लिखा होगा, but there is other pricing plan नीचे लिखा होगा. So go and purchase from here. You will get it for just for 200 rupees. All right, so let's move to the next set. This is basically a table in which we are given percentage of marks obtained. Okay, and the figures in the brackets are the maximum marks for each subject. So percentage is given in the table, and the marks in brackets is the maximum marks. What are the total marks obtained by student A in history, geography, and science together? History, geography, and science, we need to find the total marks. So in the evening today, we will have a revision session for the reasoning section. So CUET will have data interpretation around 10 questions, reasoning somewhere around 15 to 20 questions, quant also 15 to 20. Okay, and somewhere around 25 questions in English. Okay, so 20 to 25 in quant and English ऐसे होगा. और reasoning में it will be somewhere like 2020. Look, you can see 20 to 25 in three sections. पूरा 2025 नहीं 20 like three sections altogether 65 10 दिया है ऐसे रहेगा roughly. Okay, so here's the question. Total marks obtained by student A in history, geography, and science. Okay, history is 75. 75% means like 75. See कैसे करना है इसे simple way में. History, geography, and science निकालना है. This is 84, 72, and science is 200. So this is 134, and this is 156 का 75%. 75 into 156%, or you can say 156 into 75%. 75% should be 3 by 4. So 156 into 3 by 4. You will be get 39 into 3, 117. So combined 117 and 134, you will get 251 marks. Okay. All right. Next question. What is the percentage of total marks obtained by student B in all subjects together? So we need to find his percentage marks. Now the thing here is, if the maximum marks in each subject were equal, then though you will take the average, but the maximum marks are different. So you will have to calculate the percentages. We will have to calculate his total and find his percentage marks. So total is 150 plus 150, 300, 336, 650 is the maximum marks. 650 maximum marks, and we need to find his percentage marks. So did you get the percentage? So let's see the percentage mark. So we'll have to find the total. So easiest total is 65. ये तो ऐसे ही रहेगा. This will be 146. This is 1.5. So 43, 130.5. And this will be 36. ये हो गया. This. And then we have 75%. You will get 75% as 57. And 75% you will get 3/4. 174 by 4. This is this. So these are the marks that you will get. Okay, we have to add these marks. So add the decimal numbers first. This will give you 174. This is 146, 57, 65 and 36. ठीक है, किस नंबर को ऐड करना चाहिए? We should add these. We will get 320. This is 101. ये दो 101 बनेंगे. This is 320. So 421 plus 57, 478. 478 out of 650. ठीक है. अब like you can double this number. We can make it 1300, and double of this is 956. So divide by, since we have to find percentage, we'll have to multiply by 100. So you can just do this. 13 into 7 is 91, 446. So we get 339. Okay. 73.54 percentage. Now, could this percentage have been calculated by taking the average? ये भी question आता है कि हम average ले सकते थे? No, because the maximum marks are different in different subjects. Okay, if the maximum marks are like say on the similar line, अब किसी में 50 भी है, किसी में 200 भी है, so there will be a difference. Okay, some maximum marks are 100, 150. अगर let's say other maximum ऐसा होता है कि 150, 150, 125 ऐसे होते, क्लोज बाय होते, तो maybe we could have still approximated, but this you will have to calculate, and this is the result. Now when attempting a DI set, right, you should keep in mind कि ये question worth attempting है कि नहीं है. So in this question you will have to find marks in all subjects and then divide by this number also. So we know that it is a time consuming question. In order to excel in any exam, it is not about knowing everything. Okay? It is about how to attempt questions. Okay? So basically what needs to be done is you need to see that whether it is a time consuming question or not. For example, ये question time consuming नहीं था, so you should have attempted it, you should have skipped it. Okay, so there are some exams in which the difficulty level will be even more. कुछ ऐसे एग्जाम में बहुत high difficulty level वाले, उसमें क्या होता है, it is about smart picking of questions. In any exam it is about smart picking of questions. So you should see the examination, the distribution of questions, and then see which are the ones that should be done. So I took some live mock also, okay, of CET, where I showed that which questions to attempt, which ones to skip, and then managed to score a very high score. So for CUET also, do you want me to attempt a mock test? Suggest a good mock test apart from MBA Karo. Okay, of course I will not attempt my own mock because I myself have verified the questions, so I will know the answers to most of the questions. So do let me know. उसका भी मैं mock attempt करके दिखा दूंगी how to attempt CUET mock, like CUET paper, to crack the exam. And people who तुम की पहली बार exam दे रहे हो, don't worry about it. Okay. So like it's about that how well prepared you are, right? So for example, I appeared on one exam called XGMT. First time I wrote that exam. ठीक है, मुझे पता भी नहीं था पैटर्न क्या होता है. Like I knew that these are the sections, right? I just tried to maximize my score. Okay, so I secured a 99.99 in it. In other exams also, whichever exams I write, My motive is not to like just give, the motive is just to give the best. Okay, so difficult question है skip करो, easy है doable है attempt it. Okay, so that should be the case. Like ऐसे sequence से नहीं करना होता है. While in class, yes, we teach you how to solve the difficult questions as well. Okay, so what is the average marks obtained by the seven students in maths? Okay, average निकालना है. We will use deviation method and we will multiply by 1.5 because 150 are the marks. Okay, so we will find the average. Now average marks कितने लग रहे हैं? Like if you just look at these numbers, I'll assume the average to be 80. Roughly 80 लग रहा है average. ठीक है. Like if you take in 70s, you see there are higher values. If you, it cannot be in 60s, it cannot be in 90s. 85, like it's a guess. Okay, I can take 85 also, I can take 82 also, any average I can take. I have assumed it to be 80. Okay, and then I will do the rest. So this is 1 7 minus 5 minus 16 13. Okay, this is 9 and this is minus 14, right? 13 plus 1 is 14, 14 14 cancelled. Okay, this is 16 cancelled, minus 5. So we get minus 5 here, deviation negative here, minus 5. And how many students are there? 7 students. So we have 79 point something. Okay. We need to multiply by 1.5. 80 into 1.5 is 120. ठीक है, एंड सो क्लोज टू 119. मुझे 5/7 भी नहीं देखना है, राइट. एज आई सी 80 into 1.5 is 120, बट इट इज 79 point something, तो वन लेस हो जाएगा, somewhere one less. Okay, so you can say 119 is the average marks. अब कुछ लोग यहाँ पे भी कैलकुलेट कर रहे होते हैं. जस्ट सी कि 1.5 करना है, 80 into 1.5 is easy to do, and just take it 119. What is the percentage of marks obtained by student E in history, geography, maths and Hindi together? History, geography, maths and Hindi together. So how do we solve this particular question? Okay, one is basically finding the marks. So total marks आप निकाल लोगे. This will be, I will tell you two ways to get this question. First is of course finding the marks. 66. This is 51. Maths is maths and Hindi, right? Maths will be 93 into 1.5, 46, 139.5, and this will be 39. And total कितना है? This is 200 and 350 अपॉन 350 होगा. ठीक है, जैसे हमने वो 650 में निकाला था. 66,117, or you can take this to 90. 90 plus 66, 156. 156 plus 139, 295.5. इसे डबल कर लो, that will be 591 by 700. 7 8 56, right? 331 84, 84.4 is the average marks. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Now in this particular question, can we avoid the calculations? Now जैसे एक previous question था in which we calculated the average using the same thing, right? In this question more subjects were involved. Okay, well, there were 7 subjects involved. Okay, second thing, in this case options were also close, like 71 72 73, three of the options were close. Now how is this question different from previous one? See, you should know techniques. ठीक है, हर क्वेश्चन में कैलकुलेशन नहीं करना होता, हर क्वेश्चन में कैलकुलेशन अवॉइड भी नहीं कर सकते. दिस क्वेश्चन, जैसे वो क्वेश्चन था द वन इन विच 650, we had to do the calculation. We did not have any other choice because options were also close. अब इसमें ऑप्शंस थोड़े दूर है, लाइक 81 84 89 93. ठीक है, डेफिनेटली वी कैन एलिमिनेट 93, क्योंकि 93 तो इसके एक सब्जेक्ट में, तो 93 नहीं हो सकते. 68 88 तीन सब्जेक्ट में तो काफी कम है, सो वी कैन एलिमिनेट दिस ऑल्सो. ठीक है, 89 भी नहीं होगा, सो इट इज अबाउट 81 और 84, राइट? वन इज एब्सोल्यूट एवरेज. अनदर थिंग यू नोटिस इज, देखो दो सब्जेक्ट है, इनमें मैक्सिमम मार्क्स सेम है 75 एंड 75. इनको मर्ज कर दो, हिज एवरेज मार्क्स वुड बी 78. ओके, एवरेज मार्क्स 78 हो गए, कितने में से? 150 में से. व्हाई आर वी टेकिंग 78%? बिकॉज equal maximum marks, right? We will like take this average. Okay, now in 50 marks also his average is 78%, exact 78. Okay, in 150 marks his average is 93%. now see this, अगर इन दोनों को क्लब कर दें, so his average will remain 78 only. so 200 marks में इसका average 78 है और 150 marks में 93 है. so you can use allegation also. so इसका average इन दोनों के बीच में आना चाहिए, right? It which is 80.171 is 85.5. okay, but इसका weightage high है, so the average will be slightly shifted towards this side, 84.4. okay, so this is how we find the average. by not doing the complete calculation we can see this, like 80 78 एक में, 78 दूसरे में, इसमें 93 है. this 93 had weight of 150 and this has weight of 200. so if you take the weighted average, we know that if it is exact average it is 85.5, but we have high weight of 78%, so it will be slightly shifted this side, 84.4, by just looking at the values and doing approximation. okay, I hope you are enjoying this session thus far. Let's do you want more sets to do or done for it? एक दो सेट और कर लेते हैं. okay, so please do like this stream if you are enjoying. Let's move to the next set. so this is a graph, line graph, which shows the profit percentage earned by companies A, B and C over the given years. profit percentage दिए, and profit is given by income minus expenditure, and percentage profit is profit into 100 by expenditure. so basically profit percentage is calculated on the expenditure. ठीक है, it is not calculated on profit, it is calculated based on expenditure. now we are not given the profit in any of the years. okay, we are given the profit percentage. so let us try to understand it. so percentage profit is based on expenditure. so let us say expenditure is 100. so let's understand how to read the graph. let's say 1993 में we are looking at this triangle which is C. ठीक है, 1993 में C देख रहे हैं, which is 25% profit. okay, so suppose expenditure is 100, so profit will be 25 because 25% here. okay, C का 25% है. now profit is 25, so profit is income minus expenditure, so income is 125. okay, so basically क्या करना है आपको, ये 100 में ये वैल्यू ऐड करनी, you will get the income for that year. Okay, so let's see this thing. So the question is, if the income of company B in 1994 was 26 lakh, what was the profit earned in lakh rupees in that year? Income दिए, we need to find the profit earned. Okay, so you need to understand what is given in the data. If you do not understand that, you will make mistakes in this question. Okay, so income is 1994 is 26 lakhs. 1994 B, it is the square one, so which is 25%. Okay, 25% आपका profit है. Now, sorry, profit percentage is 25%. Okay, so do not take 25% of this. आप इसका 25% लेके 6.5 कर दोगे, that is incorrect. Okay, because profit is profit is not profit is not percentage of the income. ठीक है, income का percentage नहीं है, it is a percentage of expenditure. We are dividing by expenditure to get it right. So if the expenditure is 100x, then the profit is 25x, income is 125x. So 125x is given, we need to find profit, we need to find 25x. 125x is 26, we need to find this value. Okay, so this is 1/5, इसका 1/5 है ना, so 26 का 1/5 निकालो, that is 5.2 lakhs will be the profit. Okay, understand that what is profit percentage described here. Profit percentage is profit upon expenditure. So we are assuming the expenditure to be 100x, then profit will be 25x, income will be 125x. Income is given, we need to find this value. 1/5 हो जाएगी इसकी, so 5.2 lakhs. Now if you understood one, then probably you will be able to answer rest of the questions. So the next question says expenditure of company B in 1995 is equal to the expenditure of company C in 1998. 95, 98. Okay, expenditure of B in 95. B is that this one, and equal to expenditure of company C in 1998. So this thing and this thing are equal. What will be the ratio of income of company B to the income of company C in 1998? So we need to find the ratio of incomes. Okay, B in 1995. So their expenditure is same, right? Percent here we see everything is a percentage of expenditure. So income is percentage of expenditure, right? I of income of B in 95 to income of C in 98, right? Their expenditure is same. So expenditure, let us say 100. So income of B is 135 and this will be 140. So 27 by 28. Okay, straightforward answer because it is depending on expenditure. Expenditure is same. So expenditure 100 मान लेते हैं, income will be 135 and its income will be 140. So 27 ratio 28. This is you need to interpret the data कि हमें क्या चीज दी हुई है, किस चीज की परसेंटेज दी है and how do we calculate the other things. So here's the next question. It says incomes of company C in 93 and 94 were equal. ठीक है, C की income equal है. Understand the difference. Income is equal. Previous question में expenditure was equal. ठीक है, इसमें income equal है. What was the ratio of its expenditure in 93 to that of 94? C की income equal है. This is 25% and this is 30%. Now इसमें दो तरह के आंसर्स आएंगे. ठीक है, some people will do is 93 and 94 they will take 125 and 130. कुछ लोग ये कर लेंगे. See, income is equal, right? So let us say expenditure are x and y, 100x and 100y. ठीक है, ये expenditure है. So what will be the income? 125x and 130y. Okay, so that is equal. Incomes are equal, expenditures are not equal. ठीक है, previous question का just opposite है. So we get x upon y is equal to 130 by 125, which is 26 upon 25. So आप कहोगे 100x और 100y था, तो 100x 100y कर लो, रेशियो तो वही रहेगा. द आंसर इज 26 रेशियो 25. इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शन लेना है. ओके, सो इफ एक्सपेंडिचर इक्वल इज गिवन, देन you take the ratio of the given numbers, you will get the ratio of the incomes. If income equal is given, you take the inverse ratio. Okay. All right, next question is income of company A in 1996 is equal to its expenditure in 1997. What was the ratio of its income in 96 to that in 97? So we are talking about company A. This is 45% and this is 40%. So income in 96 is expenditure in 1997. So let's solve this. It says that income in 96 is equal to expenditure in 97. Okay. So expenditure in let's say expenditure 96 और 97 में income और expenditure निकाल देते हैं. Expenditure and income निकाल देते हैं. ठीक है. So income in 96 this equal to this. So suppose expenditure in 96 was 100. Okay, so it means income in 96 was 145 because it says this is 1996, this is the expenditure is 100, so income will be 145. So this is the expenditure in 97, and it is 1.4 times. Okay, 145 into 14 करना है. Okay, so we can do 40, like we need to 1.4. So इसको double करो, that is 29, and this is 7. Okay, half, like double करो 290 or 0.7. So you get 203. Okay, so income becomes this. Income in 96, ratio income in 97. So 145 by 203 निकालना है. So roughly 70% है. So 0.71 is the answer. So what we did? We took expenditure as 100. So income becomes 145, 45% higher. Now income in this year is equal to expenditure in 1997. So based on it, we found the income in 1997. Okay, income आ गई. Now we need to find income in 96 upon income in 97. So roughly 70%. 200 का 70 is 140. Okay, so 71 आएगा करीब, like exact if you find 71. In which year is the percent rise or fall in the percentage profit earned by company A the least? So percentage rise or fall in the percentage profit. So we are given the percentage profit in all these years. We need to find in which year is the rise or fall the least. So we need to see कि किस साल में सबसे ज़्यादा least change है. So A is that this parallelogram one. Now it is 35. It becomes 20. It becomes 25. It becomes 30, 45. This is 40. This is 30. Okay. The change is least here 5. Like if you see the change is 5 here also. Like sorry, the 30 hai. The change is 15, 10, 15. There is only change of 5. So which year? 1997. So we always find the change with respect to the previous year. So change is 5 only. So you do not need to find the percentage change. If there were multiple years with 5, so you would see जिसमें denominator सबसे ज़्यादा आ रहा है. ठीक है. Suppose it became 30 in this year. Let's just take an example कि यहाँ पे 35 का 30 बन जाता. ठीक है. So 35 से 30 में ज़्यादा चेंज होगा या फिर कम चेंज होगा या 45 से 40 में. The change is 5 in all those. Right? Percentage change इसमें ज्यादा होगा कि इसमें ज्यादा होगा. इसमें ज्यादा होगा, इसमें कम होगा, because percentage changes change upon the initial value. Right? So although the change is 5, it is 5 upon 35 and 5 upon 45. So if numerators are equal, if the denominator is small, then it is a larger number. So if this is larger, so in that case you would have this as less. Okay, so that one must know. All right, so this is one more set that we are going to do. So it says that a housing society has a hobby club offering three types of classes. A person can join only one class. Okay. The table shows the number of students who joined the music class, the percentage of the students who joined the cooking class, and the percentage of the students who joined the yoga class in 4 different years. So this is a simple one. You just have to do simple calculations in it. Okay. So Basically the logic here is, like if you add these, there are three kinds of classes, total is 100%. ठीक है, so ये दो 75 हो गए, this will be 25%, this is 70, this is 30%, okay, this is 70, this is 30%, right, and this is 75, this is 25%. ये को इसमें डेटा कुछ गड़बड़ लग रहा है, like this 80 would be the number. 18 yoga, this has to be something else. Let me just check. Don't take 80 as the number, it is not possible, like you will not get integer values. Okay, sorry, this is 180. Okay, take this number as 180 and then do the calculations. Rest of the numbers are correct. So take this number 180 and do the calculations. Right. So in this case, you are not supposed to do all the, like एक तो है कि आप सारी values निकाल लो. I mean, although it is easy to calculate, but you should not be doing the calculations. Like what you will get is 25% is 80. So 25% will be 80, 50% will be 160. ठीक है, ये values आ जाएंगी. But no need to fill these 8 values. 8 ही है तो कर सकते हो, but you should not be filling these values. Instead, look question by question and try to answer. 8 है तो भरी जा सकती है. If it were, let's say, 15 values, 12 to 15 values, never ever make mistake to calculate all the values. Some students do that, they calculate all the values. Okay, so let's see the first question. It says find the difference between the number of students who joined the yoga class in 2023. Okay, yoga in 2023 is 30% is this. This is 300. And the total number of students who joined the classes in 2021. Okay, 2021, 25% is 80. So total students will be 320. The difference is 20. Okay, art value you can calculate also, not a big deal. So 30% is 120. Okay, 1% is 4. This is 100, 180. And 30% is this 6 times 120. 25% is 125, 5 times 200 and 175. So these are the values that you will get. Okay, find the ratio of students who joined the music and cooking class in 2023 to the number of students who joined the cooking class in 2024. Music and cooking in 2020. So this is usually the kind of DI that you get. मतलब ये जो ये वाला particular set है, wherein some table or some graph is given, you need to find percentage and all this basic calculation involved. Okay, this is the typical DI, and if it comes, you should be able to do that. And this is easy to do. ठीक है, इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा heavy calculations भी नहीं है. So ये हमने निकाला था 30%. So this is 120. So this is 300, right? और ये कितना है? This is 125 was 25%. This is 200. 300 ratio 200, which is 3 ratio 2. Simple. The total number of students who joined the class in 2022 is what percentage more than the total number of students who joined the class in 2021? 2022, how much more than 2021? So इसका भी straightforward answer है like 2022 and 21. 21 this was 25%, which is one fourth. So total 320 students, and this is 30%. So total is 400. There is increase of 80. 80 by 320 is one fourth or 25%. That is 25%. 25. Okay, all of you got this one right. Next is in 2022, the ratio of the number of boys to girls who joined the cooking class is 3 ratio 2, and the ratio of number of boys to girls who joined the yoga class is 5 ratio 4. If the total number of boys who joined the classes in 2022 is 230, find the number of girls who joined the music class in 2022. सो इसमें कैलकुलेशन लगेगा. आपको पता है कि सारी वैल्यूज निकालने के बाद बॉयज रेशियो गर्ल्स में डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. सो निकालो कितना आना चाहिए. Okay, so we have these three classes: music, cooking, yoga. Okay, so boys, girls. Okay, so total is, so we are talking about the year 2022. 2022, this is 30%. So music is 120. 4 times हो जाएगा. This is cooking is 100 and yoga is 180. Okay. Boys is 230. So total we have 400 students. 130 are 170 are girls. Okay, so we need to find these values individually. Boys to girls cooking classes 3 ratio 2. So 60 and 40. Yoga class 5 ratio 4. So 100 and 80. Okay, so this is 120, 50 girls here. Okay, so it says number of girls who joined the music class, that is 50. Now this was the only question which you had to do some calculation. Some means like you had to bifurcate the totals, and we got the total like this. Okay, so Answer is 50. Okay, so in case you are appearing in CUET PG and are looking for mock tests, we have recently launched mock tests for CUET PG, COQP 12, which is for tests. Okay, the mocks are available for just for 200 rupees. We are offering 5 tests, and there is one trial test also, like that's a free test. You can at least take the free test, just the quality of the test, and then decide to go ahead with the purchase. So it is as per the latest pattern, like 75 questions, 105 minutes. Okay, the distribution is roughly like what I have kept is like English 25 rough distribution. Okay, QA and LR 20 each, and DI 10 questions. So this is what I believe will be the distribution. ठीक है, हो सकता है इन तीनों के बीच में ऐसा हो सकता है किसी में 22 22 21. सो DI 10 मैक्स होगा, उससे ज्यादा चांसेस कम है. प्रोबेबली 2 sets of DI and these LR consist of miscellaneous. Quant में mostly arithmetic होगी, but there might be some questions on numbers, algebra, geometry, etc. Okay, and English, there might be 2 passages and then synonym, antonyms, fill in the blanks, spotting error, etc. So that would be covered. So you can at least take the free test and let me know in the comments that how much did you score in the free test of what we are offering. And we will have more such revision sessions for CUT. In fact, one in the today evening itself we will have for logical reasoning. So please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. So that's all for this session. I hope you got to learn something new. Uh, so most of the questions, as I said, are easily doable. It is about the techniques that you apply, which reduce your time. Okay, it's all about time, because knowledge wise, most of you would be at the same level. You would be able to solve the questions. But what matters is how fast you solve them. So it is about the right techniques that you apply in different questions. Be vigilant with the options, use approximations, etc. Okay, so that's for this session. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like the stream before you close it. Goodbye.